I was playing Among Us at 2 in the morning and something very strange happened, something that I've never seen before. And before I tell you my story, according to YouTube analytics, 74% of you have not hit that subscribe button, which means that you're missing out on some of Among Us' darkest secrets. So make sure that you hit that subscribe button with all post notifications turned on, and drop a like on this video if you do enjoy. But now I'm going to be sharing you my story of one of the scariest encounters that I have ever faced in Among Us. So normally when I play Among Us, I usually select the red color, but this time I selected green. If you have been watching my channel recently, you know that every time I play Among Us, something weird happens. So I thought, why not change my color? Maybe it'll make things better. I was so wrong. And when I spawned in, there was 3 greens. I have encountered this glitch several times, but I have never seen 3 greens in a game. So as I left the dropship, one of the greens disappeared. I have no idea how this happened, but he simply just vanished. So I began to follow the other green. Let's hope we can trust him. So I was just watching green do his wires, making sure he doesn't die on me. And I think he began to notice that I was chasing him down. Maybe he thinks I'm the imposter. So then the other green began to run for his life. I began to follow him across the entire map. I was honestly getting really concerned because I was afraid of him pressing the button and voting me out. So I watched the other green do wires in the restroom, and that is when a body was reported. I noticed in the chat that there was a suspicious player promoting hacks. His name is Loris, and I'm sure if you've been playing Among Us for a while, you know exactly who this is. If you pay attention to the chat, you can see that there was 3 reds in the lobby. We have the player with no name, Sorrel, and Quackity. And no, not Quackity the YouTuber. I noticed that Quackity said that he thought he died, which I found really suspicious. I decided to type in the chat, yeah, why is there 2 reds? And that is when Yellow said, I also thought you died. How is it that 2 players agree on a possible death? I am really confused. I let everyone know that when I spawned in, I saw 3 greens. Hopefully I can find an answer. Yellow and Pink decided to argue, and I decided to skip because I was unsure on who the imposter was. When I spawned back into the game, my clone was nowhere to be seen. I was honestly really devastated because I knew he wasn't the imposter since I was with him the entire game. But then I began to realize, during the voting session there was 5 of us, and when the voting session ended, there was 5 players that spawned back in. And usually red is one of the colors that loves to glitch. So that means that Quackity was a player that I was following the entire game. So I decided to check vitals, and the moment that I checked vitals, he was killed. I got really desperate and I wanted to find his body. I will avenge you, Quackity. I walked into laboratory because that's usually the place where a lot of crewmates die. And there was his body. I didn't report him right away because I wanted to look around to see if the imposter was on the run. I opened the door and I saw Pink standing there. Was he the killer? And that is when Yellow walked in. Yeah, this is pretty sus. I decided to type in the chat, Pink, did you kill? And Yellow began to blame me. And then I told Yellow that I was looking around. And I told him how I think it was Pink. Yellow then said Green was next to Body, but I don't like Pink. Then I told Yellow that Pink was on the other side of the door. Yellow agreed to vote Pink, but then I said it could also be Cyan. The vote was then tied, thank goodness. When I spawned back in, I realized that I had to do one more wire, and it was in the laboratory. And that is when Cyan showed up and killed me. Cyan then blamed Yellow, and Yellow said it was between Green and Pink. And somehow, Yellow and Pink managed to clutch the game. When I spawned back in, more players decided to join. And what I found really suspicious is that one of the players was named Charizard. And I noticed that Green was back, so I wanted to play another game. And that is when my game disconnected. So then I decided to create my own game. I chose Scaled, and when I spawned in, I decided to make the lobby public. And that is when a mysterious player by the name of Unknown joined my game. I was really confused on how he managed to join so quickly, and he also had a special character in his name. Then I noticed that he sent something in the chat, and he said Chari. I got really confused and I didn't know what to say, and he asked if I liked the last game. How does he know about the previous game that I just played? I then asked him, what do you mean? And he said, you're 3 clones. Is Unknown talking about the 3 players that spawned in from last game that had the same color as me? I then decided to ask him, are you and Killer behind all of this? And he said possibly. He then decided to say, you're not safe from us. And that is when I decided to ban him. I think Killer has brought in reinforcements. I am no longer safe. I also want to give a massive shout out to Kitty King for helping me produce this video. If you want to support a smaller creator, make sure to go check out his channel and subscribe to him. And if you enjoyed this video, make sure to leave a like, subscribe to the channel with all post notifications turned on, and check out these other Among Us videos.